Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. Fourth sloka. Buddhir Gnanama Sammoha Kshama Satyam Damah Shamaha Sukham Dukkham Bhavo Bhavo Bhayam Cha Bhayameva Cha. Fifth sloka. Ahimsa Samata Tushtihi Tapodanam Yasho Yashaha Bhavanti Bhava Bhutanam Matta Eva Prutakvidaha. Substance. Reason, knowledge, non-delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, self-restraint of external and internal organs, calmness, pleasure, pain, existence, non-existence, fear, fearlessness, non-injury, equanimity, contentment, austerity, charity, fame, ill fame, these different qualities of beings arise from me alone. Commentary. 16 good qualities and 4 bad qualities are mentioned in these two verses. All these qualities proceed from the Lord Himself. What does this mean? It does not mean that God gives good qualities to some people and bad qualities to some others. He has already declared, "There is no one hateful or dear to me." This being so, the qualities exhibited by different people are the result of their own thoughts and action. Men who contemplate the righteous become good, possessing all divine qualities, and others who think and act in the opposite direction become bad, possessing undivine qualities. It is by the Lord's power that these qualities, good and bad, come into man. Though the Lord is just a witness only and is not affected by them. The Lord does not cause karma. He is not the doer of karma, karma karta. He is the dispenser of the fruits of the action, karma phala pradata. It is in this sense that we have to understand the Lord's declaration. Moreover, the mind is in itself insentient, and it is animated by the life force of the Lord. As the iron needle moves by the nearness of the magnet, the presence of Atma makes the mind active according to its own nature. Therefore, the Lord here says that from Him arise all the different qualities of mortals. Indeed, Atma, the Lord, does not cause them nor prompt them. The sun has nothing to do with the actions of mortals in the world, nor has the theatre light anything to do with the actions performed on the stage. Sixth sloka. Maharshayah sapta purve chatvaro manavastatha madbhava manasa jata esham loka imah prajah. Substance. The 7 great rishis, the ancient 4 devarshis, the 14 manus were born to my nature from my mind, and from them have come forth all these beings in the world. Commentary. The Lord declares that the 7 great rishis, the 4 ancient devarshis, and the 14 manus were all born of the divine sankalpa, partaking of his nature. These indeed are the original ancestors and the creators of this world. They are all devotees of the Lord, possessing perfect Atmagnana. The inscrutable power of the Lord is proclaimed here, for by a wish of his mind came forth these beings of the highest order, and from them originated all the beings of the world. The mysterious power of the Lord should inspire the deepest reverence in the heart of every man. Man's duty is to bow down before God and remember Him forever and ever. The great sages, the Devarshis and the Manus of the nature of the Lord, they are the highest devotees and the perfect beings. They are Jnanis of the highest order who possess direct knowledge of Brahman. They know the highest truth. All the beings of the world are the progeny of these great souls. They partake of the nature of the God, and all others partake of the nature of these divine manifestations. Should not people then be full of devotion and wisdom? Is it not a denial of one's heritage and birthright to entangle himself in the bonds of the objective world and get lost in the wilderness of samsara? People remember their sage ancestors when they perform their morning and evening oblations, Sandhya Vandanam. It is a reminder to all that, like their ancestors, they should rise to the plane of the spirit. Ancestral property, wealth, power, and possessions do not save men from destruction if they forget the divinity in them and sink in the mire of ignorance and delusion. It is the ancient wisdom alone that could save man from sorrow and death. Let people be filled with this great idea that they have for their ancestors and great sages, Devarshis and Manus. Let them share the devotion and wisdom of their divine forefathers. No one should think that he is low-born and weak. The blood of the divine forefathers is flowing in everybody's veins, irrespective of his caste and faith. So let one demand his birthright of devotion and knowledge. It is not the personal possession of anyone. All beings have right over the divine knowledge. The outcasts, as well as people of the highest rank and position, possess the same right for wisdom and perfection. The Lord has proclaimed the divine birthright of all men. So, if one should be asked to declare his ancestry, let him say boldly that he is the child of the great rishis and manus. If anybody thinks he is low-born, he degenerates into a vile man. If he thinks that he is pure and perfect, he does become the real child of the ancient masters. Therefore, may all beings remember their holy forefathers every day and by acquiring their great qualities, break the shackles of bondage and enjoy perfect peace and joy. Among the above mentioned, the Devarshis Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanat Kumara, Sanat Sujata taught the path of the withdrawal from worldly life, Nivritti Marga. The 14 Manus taught the path of Dharma, righteous conduct of life, Pravritti Marga. The first belonged to the line of the Gurus and the second to the line of the ancestors. All these are brought forth from the Supreme Being by a wish, sankalpa of his mind. So ultimately, all are the children of the Lord, and He is the Father of all. Since Sanaka and others are born celibates, to say that people are born from them implies that they are their disciples, Sishyas, the children of their wisdom. Question: who are the ancestors of the human race? Answer: the 7 rishis, the 4 devarshis, and the 14 manus. Question: what is their nature? Answer: they partake of the nature of the Lord. Question: how were they brought forth? Answer: by a wish of the Lord. The excellence of Vibhuti Yoga is stated. 7th Shloka. Etam Vibhutim Yogam cha mama yo vetti tattvataha so vikampena yogena yujyate natra samshayaha. Substance. Who knows in essence this sovereignty and the yoga of mind? He harmonized with unfaltering yoga, united with me. In this there is no doubt. Commentary. To know the wonderful manifestation of the Lord's creative power in essence, that is, to understand that the whole universe has issued forth from Him, is the surest way to the firmly fixed in Him with the unswerving devotion. The Lord is the only reality. All the worlds and beings have come forth from Him. To realize this truth is to know Him in essence. The faith of such a devotee is unshaken, and so he is fully absorbed in the contemplation of the Lord. His faith is immovable because he has traced the origin of everything to the Lord. So, whatever he sees, he discovers it as the Lord. Both internally and externally, he sees the Lord and nothing else. The Lord ensures that he is united with him undoubtedly. Question: who attains unfaltering union with the Lord? Answer: he who truly understands the sovereign power and yoga of the Lord attains him beyond all doubt.